Welcome to Dose with Grace. I hope you're doing well and taking very good care of yourself. Today, I want to come on this beautiful platform and share with you something that I came across and that reminded me of something that was like a beautiful, refreshing reflection from the past. So I was listening to this conversation where there was a mention of Sri Shankaracharya, one of the very um, profound teachers of Sanatan Dharma. He was a great, probably a grace of God, because at a very young age he not only had learned all the Vedas, but he did many translations, and he brought out the doctrine or the philosophy of Advaita, not the philosophy, basically the science of Advaita Vedanta. The end of Vedas is called Vedanta, and he brought out this whole new concept and the doctrine of Advaita Vedanta. Now, Advaita Vedanta, as a terminology, what it means is, it is Advaita means nahi do, not two. But what it is trying to convey is the oneness of supreme consciousness, because this concept comes from a space of spirituality and not religion. In religion, we can have many personifications of gods, messengers, or masihas, or goddesses, but all of this is basically a manifestation of higher and highest, rather, consciousness. And spirituality is basically understanding and moving towards that state of higher consciousness, where the concepts of even a particular identity also slowly start dissolving. So why I'm bringing this topic is because as I was listening to this, how this philosophy was formed, because like I said, Shankaracharya ji was very probably the greatest scholar at that age, that he the way he simplified and explained the spirituality from the Vedas, and the way he discovered this doctrine, which was maybe the hidden knowledge within the knowledge that is there in the substratum. And how to do that, the beauty of the word is Advaita, is why, because when there is oneness, how to explain even oneness? This was his dilemma, how to explain oneness, because when you have to say that everything is one, then even one is different from you. So he used the opposite psychology, the reverse psychology, that there is no two. There is no two. So when you say there is one, and this is that one, then again it is different from you. But Advaita means no two. Everything is one. Everything is Brahman. So how to convey that in a very limiting thing called language? He used the medium of language to even do the impossible, and that is by saying not to. So Advaita's literal meaning is do nahi, not two. That means one. So we interpret that as not two means one. But if we say one is different from any other thing, so it becomes duality. This is how he explained non-duality, by saying not duality is non-duality, not by saying non-duality is non-duality, because when the moment you say something, it becomes separate from you. So there is a duality created. And the whole science, the whole concept of Advaita Vedanta is amazing. It's all over just like this video on YouTube. You can go delve into it. But why I wanted to bring it out to you is because years back, I remember in one of the events, probably in 2017, yes, 2017, um, during May or something, there was some event in which I was being invited. So I just went there, and there was a girl. She asked me, "What do you want to be?" I mean, generally, when you are speaking well and you've just come out of a pageant and all that, and you look in a certain way, everybody thinks you're so clear you want this. Um, and I told her, I don't know, but I know what I don't want. So I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. And those are most of the things that people assume that I would like to do. Modeling and being part of certain spaces. And I said, no, this is what I don't want to do, this is what I don't want to. And the clarity was razor sharp. So this why this reflection today mattered so much to me, that I bring to you, is that sometimes when you are asked, do you know what you really want, know that you're equally clear when you say, I know what I exactly don't want. Because the whole concept of Advaita Vedanta is on neti neti. Ye nahi, not this, not this, not this, not this. When you start eliminating what you are not, you reach what you are. And I didn't even know, unconsciously, I was doing this. I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not this. I am not, I don't want to be this, be this, be this. And it's not like very conscious, it's like you almost know intuitively. For example, if everyone in my house is doing PhD, so I didn't want to jump into a bandwagon and do another PhD. I was very clear I don't want to. At that point, when I was asked this question, that you can also do, because everyone in the family is doing, so you can also, because you're the same gene, you have inherited the same level of devotion towards studies, intelligence. And yes, I'm blessed with those amazing genes of my parents. But I was very clear, this is not what I want to do with my intelligence. This is not what I want to do with my ability to learn and to be intelligent and spend hours into studying. So then when I said I don't want to do this, but I did understand, yes, I want to learn more. I want to go to the highest learning. And that's when intuitively that voice is not curbed, but rather given more honor, then automatically, from nowhere, I received this. I saw this advertisement that there is a cohort course of Bhagavad Gita going on in Sri Lakshmi Narayan Temple, which is now called Siddhapeeth Sri Lakshmi Narayan Temple. And I happened to instantly register myself for it, because then that is where I was drawn, and to receive the highest of knowledges. And honestly speaking, it is mentioned in one of the shlokas in Bhagavad Gita that Adhyatma, or spirituality, is the highest of the highest knowledge, because that is the knowledge that raises your consciousness. It raises your consciousness, and therefore it raises everything else. It raises your state of mind, body and soul, and all the 5 koshas, also your karmas. It raises your karmas, it raises your ability to even grasp why you're here. It raises your purpose, it raises your overall understanding, it raises the consciousness, it raises what you're made of. It just raises it to higher vibration. And when you're at that, you really, really are able to honor the basic things more. Your blessings, your gifts, the relationships that support those blessings, the path, the obstacles that polish those blessings, the wonderful people around you who remind you that you have to stay grounded, and you have to be operating functionally while you're in the path of your self actualization, and also the great pitfalls of ego, of being in a complete solitude that can come as a byproduct of walking happily in this path, that you're in your bliss, but you're suddenly detached from everybody and you don't realize it. But honoring those relationships in your life who remind you of that. So I have been through this wonderful that moment of uh, what I heard today. I was taken to that exact moment where someone is asking me, and I replied this, and I could relate to it. Oh my God, that is what beautifully Advaita Vedanta is all about. I have been so honored to have such amazing gurus, most of them on YouTube, because I'm very much into swadhyay, self learning, but from people who are again very uh, in a very divine way. They come into my life. I am in complete gratitude of so many masters from whom I've learned, and I would like to inspire all of you to also research a little bit about Advaita Vedanta. It is a wonderful, wonderful doctrine. It will open your mind and your pathways to a very holistic and a very high vibration of thinking, because thoughts create feelings and feelings create actions. I'm sure if you make changes at that level, you will see beautiful changes happening in your feelings. You'll feel more settled, you'll feel far more open in your heart, and with that openness and that calmness, you will see that your actions are very different. You operate in a world in a very different way, um, and you will be able to create a much better existence for yourself and for the people around you. So, with this, I'd like to end this session. Wish you all a wonderful personal growth through Advaita Vedanta's teachings. There are many available either through books or online. Please do research them. And I'm always a believer that each one who will do their own research will be able to find the material, the content, and the guidance that is suitable to them at that stage. So maybe if 20 of you are watching this and each 20 of you are starting to search about Advaita Vedanta, trust me, each 20 of you will find different teachers, will find different sources that you will feel connected or resonated with. Why? Because each one of you is at a different vibration. We begin our journey where we are standing. We may have a huge leap in our journey, but we begin from where we are standing. My journey began where I was, and your journey will begin at where you are. You may be, and there's no straight line. It's a circle. We are all ahead of someone in something. We are all behind somebody in something else. So, without anything else attached to it but just gratitude and desire and surrender to learn, I hope you delve into this wonderful concept and a wonderful pathway of Advaita Vedanta. Neti, neti, ye nahi, not this, until you reach Brahman. Thank you. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.